I visit a new city, I always like to try and make sure I hit the farmer's market. Here in Oahu, the place to meet the locals and get Hawaiian-style treats is KCC Farmer's Market. This place is the place to be. What I love about KCC is that you can get fresh produce to take home and prepared foods to eat right here. But today, I'm going to Guava Smoked, the popular stand where Scott Shibuya grills up his mouth-watering smoked meats.
There we go. Thank you. Hope you enjoy.
Okay, so when I think of Hawaii, I think of Polynesian-style cooking, tropical ingredients. My mind doesn't immediately jump to smoked meats and the grill. Is there a history of that here?
Our wild pigs and our wild goats.
Yeah.
You know, it's really gamey, huh? So the hunters would bring it home and smoke it to get that gaminess out.
You're talking about smoking, but I don't see a smoker, but I do see a grill. I know you have another layer to it.
Yeah. I got my smoker at home. I custom built it myself.
Can I come check it out?
Ah, right off this farmer's market. Let's go.
Okay, deal.
Sounds good.
So what's with the camouflage box in your backyard, Scott?
Basically what it is an old Air Force storage container.
Okay.
Back in the day, I was in Air Force, and we used to load it up with all our equipment, parts, and so forth. And I was looking at it one day, I was like, you know what? That would make a perfect smoke box.
How do you crack open this thing? Ooh, wow, check that out. That's really big in there, man.
Yeah, it's about 5 foot tall.
Hey, it's at least 5'6".
Yeah, and about 3 foot deep and about 5 foot wide.
How much meat can you cook at one time in here?
About 380 pounds of pork and about another 190 about a chicken.
So 600 pounds of meat in this thing alone.
Basically, yeah.
So explain to me how this works.
We put 5 foot aluminum rods across, slide it right in, put the flat end on that side. So we hook the meat on and then basically hang it right on the rod like that.
Down below, there's like a fan there or something?
It's a computer fan. I taught graphics, and we had a lot of computers around, and you know, a lot of them go bad, and I had all these extra spare parts, and I needed some circulation in this smoker. Yeah. So I figured try mounting up that computer fan, and it works pretty good. To keep the temperatures even, we have these thermometers. Anything below 150, depends what we're smoking.
Yeah. So you're doing cold smoke?
Cold smoke, exactly. You're not really cooking the meat. You're just kind of getting the smoke flavor in there. Yeah. And then we'll finish it off on the grill later.
So where's the fire?
Fire is on this side.
Ah, now I see the smoke box.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Basically what this is, you know when the flight attendants push that cart down the aisle?
Yeah, on the planes.
Yeah, we had a surplus of these when I was an airline mechanic. And then I figured, you know what? It worked really well as a firebox.
I love how you tie all your life together. You get the fan from when you're a teacher, this when you're at the airlines, this from the Air Force.
Yeah, it's all coming.
This guy's ingenious. I like that.
Basically, we have this burner in here. And,
okay.
And then we have this little flap in here to keep the smoke in the firebox.
Oh, so once this is in all the way, it kind of basically seals it and forces all the smoke to have to go inside of the box so it doesn't come out this way.
Exactly.
What kind of charcoal are we starting this? Is this Guava?
That's Guava. I use it for charcoal because it doesn't give off too much smoke.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit more acidic. That's why I like to use the guava wood for the more kind of rounded and sweeter flavor.
So how do we actually start this fire?
We'd use our chimney and then get some newspaper. And then
you start loading the Guava in like this?
Yeah.
You don't put any of the guava wood in at this stage?
No. Normally, we'd pre-soak it and then put it on top of the hot coals.
Then that produces that sweet smoke that you're looking for. I see a little bit of high and low attack. I like that. Up next, I uncover smoke perfection. Wow, that looks incredible. Flip through photos to see some of the coolest ways to cook with fire at cookingchanneltv.com/fire. So Scott, we're just loading up the rods?
Yeah, we need about 13 on each level.
How's that looking, Scott?
Yeah, we're looking good. Yeah, basically we want to get it on The 3 different levels.
All right. So we have all this meat in front of us. What exactly do we have here?
We got our pork shoulder.
Yep.
Our chicken quarters.
Yep.
Our boneless, skinless thighs.
Yep.
And then our turkey tails.
There's a marinade going on that all looks very similar.
Basically, it's a typical local style marinade, you know? We got soy sauce, brown sugar, rock salt, garlic. Except for our spicy pork, that's when we add in the chili peppers.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's load them up.
All right, here we go.
Turkey tails?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom grew up eating the chicken tails. They're juicy, meaty, and really, really satisfying when you bite into them, you know?
Oh, so totally savory.
So juicy, so juicy. Now, all these meats are being cold smoked below 150 degrees, but we're gonna finish it on the grill at a high heat to make sure it's fully cooked through. How many pounds of meat we have loaded inside of the smoker now?
Ooh, we got about 600 pounds.
That's 600 pounds in there right now?
That's 600 pounds.
So now we gotta start a fire. How long before those coals are nice and hot?
About 10 minutes.
While the coals are heating up, we rehydrate the dry guava wood in water, so when it hits that fire, it'll create a nice smoke. Just right on top the coals, right?
Just go ahead and slide it on in, close the flap.
Just close it up and go. We let the meat bathe in that sweet guava smoke. And 4 hours later, what? Wow, that looks incredible. I get the aroma of wheat, very bright.
Grab a couple of them, throw them on a grill, and add even more flavor.
Now, how long before it's sort of crisped up on one side?
A couple minutes.
Oh, you see that? You see that? That's char, people. That's char. Flavorful char. How do we prepare a plate like traditional Hawaiian style?
Traditional Hawaiian style. You need rice.
And you got some greens here. These are some local Hawaiian greens.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at that. It's a thing of beauty. And just like I was talking about, you know, that's not oil there. That's coming from that brown sugar and kissing the top. It's glazing the top, okay? And these turkey tails, oh, look at that. The same thing. Nice and bubbly and crispy like that. Man, we're just going hard right now. See, at one point, you could see the rice and the vegetables, but, you know, it's about the meat. I'm not gonna lie. You wanna hold that for me one second? I'll get cutting a couple little pieces for us to try. Oh my goodness. The meat, it cuts so tender. Oh my gosh. I definitely taste the guava wood. I taste the kiave, that little bitterness from the kiave. That roundness and the marinade comes through as well. But what's important is none of it overshines the flavor of the meat. Okay, let's get a piece of this turkey tail. That's tender, juicy, fatty in there. Look at that. Cheers. That is legit. It's great to be in Scott's neighborhood. And who knew you could smoke 600 pounds of meat right here in the backyard? This is my kind of barbecue. Mahalo.